Good afternoon, folks. Don't got much going on here. I just need to put a video out because seems like my views are falling off. Hadn't put a video out in quite a while. Many of you that follow my channel kind of know my situation, but we'll get into more of that toward the end for those that want to hang around and don't know what's happening. I'm still in federal financial jail. And like I said, toward the end of the video, we'll touch base on that. Mainly, I'm just going to kind of show you where projects are at and what's going on in the first half here. So, the short story is I was forced to quit my job on account of eyesight problems. So now I'm on very limited money, and I've been having to sell off stuff to keep the lights turned on, the cell phone working and all that. Pretty much restricted to just sitting home watching TV. I can't afford to do anything. Hadn't been working on projects because I can't afford to spend any money on them right now, but waiting on that disability approval. When it comes through, we'll get back to regularly scheduled programming. So anyway, still got the three-wheeler. It is for sale on Marketplace as a non-running project. Guy I got it from said it would run on starting fluid. I put a jump pack on it. Spins over good. Seems to have good compression. So undoubtedly, it is, just a little work. It'll run. Needs brake cables and tires, and the wheels are in pretty bad shape. I got a wheel somewhere. I don't know what I did with it, but the wheels are pretty rusty. So it really needs a set of wheels, and I guess you could probably clean them up and restore them. Sold the the go-kart that had the Ghost. I had everything to finish that with, but it wasn't getting any views. Nobody seemed to care, so I didn't see much need in finishing it up. I sold it to a kid, and it recouped all the money I invested in it. Broke even. I don't know, might have made $100, maybe not. Still got this thing. Bought this thing on an auction. 08 Nissan Versa. Thought it was just a little collision damage. Just real minor, but it was a wrecker impound auction. So you buy one from there, you don't know the story. Was it abandoned at a shop? Or was it involved in some sort of a arrest, or, you don't know the story. Well, turns out it must have come from a shop, because it's got license plates in it new license plates that when I got the car were just a few months old. So evidently it quit running. They took it to the shop, and the shop found out the motor was bad. I got it to start, but it had a dead cylinder, so I went ahead and ordered spark plugs and stuff for it, hoping I could just throw a coil pack on it. When I started tearing into it, I seen everything was loose. Spark plugs, everything was loose, so I did a compression test, and 20, 30 pounds of cylinder, and it's not direct injected, so no carbon issues. It's just been hot, I guess. Doesn't have but 130,000 miles on it, so it's not wore out. It's just been hot. So I can buy a motor for $300 or $400. I'm already $1,100 in the car, so I'll buy a motor for $300 or $400, put in it, get it running, and get right back to all that. And it'll make somebody a nice car. It's not going to make me any money, but it will make somebody a nice car, and maybe I can break even on it. I did have a small block Chevy sitting there. My son, oldest son, years ago, borrowed my shop to switch motors, and he pulled his engine out, put his new engine in, and then didn't come back for 2 or 3 months. I finally got him to haul his car off, or truck, and he left me the motor. I put it on Marketplace and sold it dirt cheap. Some guy with it's a dirt tracker. If you got any of the old small block Chevys, they're evidently getting pretty rare, because this guy bought this engine, was a throttle body EFI engine. It has no provisions to put a mechanical fuel pump on it. In dirt track, they have to run a mechanical fuel pump. So he has a jig to drill the hole to put the shaft back in it. So if they're willing to do that, then the traditional small blocks must be worth a little money. I don't know. I don't have any, but if you got any, they're probably worth a little money. He said it's about a 6-hour process to drill that hole. And you can imagine taking a while to drill through cast iron. Anyway, sold that. And the biggest, you know, we sold the Colorado. This is all parts to that engine out of the Nissan. There's the engine right there, engine and head. But I sold the Colorado. I sure missed that truck. That thing was a lot of fun. Got the pressure washer. Need to get it finished up. I got the stuff to do it with, but my faucet that I hooked it to don't have enough volume to run it, so I got to get somebody to come fix that. That's just not really a priority when you don't have much money. What used to sit there? Anybody know? Sold the Corvette. 6-liter LS swap 79 Corvette. Sold it. So anyway, that lets us pay bills for a few more months. And we still got the 16 Silverado. I don't want to sell this, but maybe next on the chopping block. I'm good for probably 4 months, 5 months. If they don't come through, then she's probably going to have to go. And it's all fixed, nothing wrong with it. It's road ready. We drive it occasionally. Got the little, looks like the sun's screwing up my video. Got the this little car. It's a nice little car, but it has a weak head gasket. So I have it on Marketplace for $3,000. It needs a head gasket. It does run and drive. It doesn't smoke. It doesn't miss. Doesn't even overheat. But it's just losing a lot of water. You have to, fill it up half a gallon or so every day. But air conditioner works. I rebuilt the front suspension, fixed all the inside door handles, tinted the windows. Car's only got 106,000 miles on it. Super clean, smells good. Nice car. But when we get money flowing, we'll put a head gasket on it. I can't, I think it's worth more money, but you might drive the thing forever like it is, and you might get a few months and have to put a head gasket on it. I don't know. But if it don't go, I'll fix it. Can't take any less than that. I got more than that in it. Still got the Tomberlin. I'm going to go ahead and, when I get money flowing, I'm going to go ahead and buy a battery, 48-volt lithium battery. On Amazon, they're down to about $900. So I'll buy a battery, put in this thing, and if it doesn't work, then I'll find me a club car or something later model that's 48 volt that just needs batteries, and I'll put that battery in it, get my money back out of my battery. But I still got the Easy Go. I'm down to ready to swap the body. There's my bent frame. If you follow, I got that card over there that I bought for the body. The frame's rotted out on it, but I need a rivet gun. Here's the frame. Got new lift kit. Got front and rear springs, front and rear shocks. Got all new wiring harness and new battery tray. And I need to take the body off of that and put on here, but it's all riveted, and they're hard stainless rivets. I think I need a rivet gun to do that with, and I don't want to spend the money for that. I could get the body off and just set on here, that way I'm ready to rivet it, but haven't done that. But anyway, that's about all I got. We're up to 519 subscribers, but because of had not putting out videos, we're down on views. So maybe I'll put this video out. It'll help get some views up. Anyway, that's all I got. We'll come back with the the second half, I got a little video of them loading the Corvette and hauling it out of here. But, and then after that, we'll discuss my Social Security thing a little bit. Anyway, we'll be back. Keep watching. From the rocking chair. Well, old Corvette's gone. Not sad. I sure miss that Colorado though. Man, that thing was fun. Like, I might want to build another one of them. Maybe I'll find a regular cab, 5-speed, and build it. Put a little juice in a motor. And I don't know, we'll see. That was a fun little truck. I'm just a big old guy. I'm 6'4", probably 400. And a regular cab's just hard for me to get in and out of. I mean, I can't drive, so I don't have to worry about a steering wheel no more. But anyway, so where we're at with the federal financial jail, as I said earlier, not working. My county job, last job I had, I was only there 8 years. I was shooting for 10 because I knew my eyesight was going. But I come up, well, actually a year and a half short. I made it 8.5 years. That netted me on retirement. They wanted me to quit, and I said, I can't quit, and you'll have to fire me because, you know, I need to be able to draw unemployment, and that they don't want to pay unemployment. So I said, I appreciate what you guys have done for me, because I told them in 2015 that I couldn't drive anymore, and they just provided me a driver because I was a mechanic for them and worked on all their equipment. And they would either have somebody come get me in a service truck, or they'd get a haul truck and bring the equipment back to the yard, whatever was the easiest. If they was done with the job, of course, they'd just bring the equipment in. I could work on it. But anyway, so that 8.5 years netted me about $800 a month. So my living expenses are around $1,800. So I have to come up with $1,000 a month, and that is just utilities and food. That's not, going out. I mean, I eat out every meal because I don't like to cook, but my daughter brings me breakfast and then supper. I don't usually eat lunch. Sometimes I'll snack, have a sandwich or whatever. But so 2 meals a day is all I actually purchase. But my daughter does that for me. She brings me breakfast in the morning, supper in the evening. But I lost my train of thought. Anyway, so I have to come up with about $1,000 a month to keep utilities on, and that's electric, gas, water, TV, home internet, and cell phone. Of course, I've had to scale everything back. Got the lowest internet I can get. Got the cheapest cell phone plan I can find. So I get throttle back. Of course, I got, my cheapest internet's real good internet. It's fiber optic. So I'm on Wi-Fi at home when I watch YouTube and all that. So the throttling don't affect me. Anyway, so we pretty much cut our budget. all we can cut it. I do have full coverage insurance on the red truck. You can't have that truck sitting around here with no insurance on it. Tree limb fall on it, or somebody run up in the yard and hit it. I mean, we do drive it every now and then. So, like I said, I've been selling, done a few little jobs, air conditioner jobs for people, and got a kid supposed to be bringing me a motorcycle to work on, and doing a few little piddly jobs, a little extra money. So the Social Security deal, I retired from my job in May of 2023, knowing that I was going to retire. It was on my birthday when I turned 60. At 60, I can draw my county money. I'm not eligible for early retirement to Social Security is 62, and it's not going to pay much because, they give you a lower payment. So I need to get to full retirement. Well, the way they figure your Social Security disability is what you would get if you retired at your retirement age. So that's the money that I need, that amount. I could live on that, be comfortable. So I filed for disability in May of 23, and it's September of 24, and have not got a decision. They're sending me to a eye doctor the 24th of September, so we'll do that, and then I guess when they get all that in, they'll make their decision maybe. So probably looking at another couple of months, 2-3 months, before we get a decision. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be approved, but right now there's no lawyers involved or anything like that. I was on disability younger in my life. My mom was, killed in a car wreck, and me and my brother were put on a child's check from her death. And my dad, he run off and left us with my grandparents. They raised us, did an excellent job, give us everything we needed, and maybe a few things we didn't deserve. But when I turned 18, they stopped his check at 18, and they changed mine when I turned 18. He's older than me by 3 years. When I turned 18, they turned my check to disability because of my eyesight, and I drew that up till 2006. But the problem with drawing disability with blinds, you can make more money on the side than somebody like, say, with a back injury or heart condition or whatever, some kind of actual physical disability where you can't stand and walk and lift weight. Being just blind, it hinders you, but it doesn't. You can still do work. So I was allowed to work, and the problem with that is, about every 3 or 4 years, you'd get a letter in the mail saying that they've overpaid you, and and you'd have to argue with them. No, y'all messed up. No, we know what we're doing. You couldn't talk to nobody. You call in 10 times and get 10 different answers. So you just ignore that letter, and then they send you another letter saying, well, if you can't afford to pay, we'll fill out this form and we'll see about reducing or eliminating the debt. So you fill that paperwork and send it in, and then they call you, oh, Lord, we've made a mistake. You don't say. Well, that happened to me multiple times. They cut your check off, leaves you short money for months while this goes on. And then when they find the problem, they send you a big old back paycheck. And through the years of poverty, I've gotten pretty good at mechanicking and was offered a pretty good job making real good money mechanicking on heavy trucks, big trucks, trash trucks. And so happened all this come along about the time Social Security cut me off again, saying they'd overpaid me. So I took the job, and it, it worked out. I wasn't sure I could keep up with I can fix anything, but I wasn't sure I could keep up with the demand as far as the timely manner that they need things fixed. Well, it turned out I was a lot faster than a lot of the other guys in the shop, so I ended up building a pretty good reputation, and had several jobs in fleet maintenance, made good money. Anyway, Social Security finally found their mistake and gave me a big back pay check, and they asked me, do you want to continue your check? And I said, no. I said, I need to, I got a good job offer. I'm doing okay. So no, just, hold it. I'll probably need it in the future. And they said, well, just call us back. So I kind of was under the impression that when I had to go back on disability, they'd just turn it back on. But they said it'd been too long after refile. So that's where we're at. Anyway, if you want a longer, more in-depth video on my eyesight struggles or how I learned to work on cars or what my pathway was to do that. I also have a amateur radio license. I used to do some storm chasing and got a ham radio license, so I've been doing a lot of playing around with the radio equipment that I've had put up that I haven't used in years. So if you want to see anything talk about anything like that, just let me know in the comments. And I can do a video, like I said, on my eyesight troubles. I've had troubles since birth. I've had two different issues, born with two different issues, and one they corrected and the other one they couldn't. And so I still have that issue on top of the issue that has developed in my later years. Anyway, so if you want a more in-depth video about eyesight or how I learned to be a mechanic or what I've been doing in amateur radio. Amateur radio, I'm not near as involved as a lot of the guys coming up now because there's a bunch of internet stuff and it's kind of, it's kind of gotten away from traditional radio and it's mixed with internet, which, you can get a ham license now and use your phone and the internet and not even buy any radio equipment or ever put up an antenna. Where back in the day when I got my license, you had to, construct an antenna and you had to design it or buy something to do what you were trying to achieve. The rule was build an antenna to talk to whom you wish to talk to. So nowadays you just need a cell phone and an internet connection, and you don't have to buy a radio. You don't have to buy antenna or tower or anything. So, which that's a lot cheaper than it used to be. And radios are fairly expensive and still are fairly expensive for a high quality one. They've got some real cheapos that you can get into this hobby for way less than $100, and you can spend $100,000. It's whatever your heart and budget desires, whatever you want to do. If you're interested in communications, there's something for everybody. So if you'd like to do a radio discussion, we could do that. Mechanic discussion. I've done a little dirt bike riding and racing. Raced a few three-wheelers. I've done a host of things. Even rode a few horses, but I ain't never fooling with no more of them things. I like something like that doesn't have a mind of its own. But anyway, that's about all I got for today. I appreciate you guys if you watch till the end. And like I said, I'm putting this video out because of the algorithm. Haven't posted anything in a long time, and seems like they're not showing my videos to other people, so I need to get something out. I also need to do a video on my red truck. I've done some stuff with the ECM on it that didn't work out. So 2 different vendors that I bought computers from that neither one of them worked correctly. And so I need to do a little video on that, but that'll probably be after this for the next month or 2. Not sure exactly how I'm going to word it or how I'm going to go about it, so I'm kind of still planning. But anyway, that's all I got. I'm like old Clay Milliken rambling along here. So, thank y'all for watching, liking, subscribing. Come back and see me. 519 subscribers. I think we're at 94,000 total views, 94,300. So, not bad for a little one-man paper hanger kind of deal. Anyway, that's all I got. Appreciate you guys hanging out. See you in the next one.